Super Rugby Aotearoa round 4, 2021. Got a Chiefs kit on because they broke their big drought. I couldn't bring myself to wear a Crusaders jersey after that performance of the weekend for my Blues. But anyway, I'll go over the two games quickly. I've had a night to kind of sleep that one off. And you guys can let me know your thoughts on the games as well. Chiefs won and Hurricanes won. We'll start with that. That one was on Saturday. Good game, man. Good game overall. Maybe not if you're a Hurricanes fan, but I think even a Hurricanes fan will be able to appreciate the entertainment value of the game. It was a proper ad for New Zealand rugby. A bunch of lead changes. Some pretty optional defence at times, but overall, just lots of attacking rugby, some good tries, and a bit of a fairy tale comeback for the Chiefs after being kind of hammered early on. Both sides had some chances in the other one's 22s early, but neither could really convert. The first try came through Campbell, the current halfback. Remember, the Hurricanes are a bit depleted in their 9 and 10 stocks this year. Good support line from him, though. But the Chiefs literally bounced back 2 minutes later through Trask. He got a good try after a good run from Tokiaho. He gave the Adi Savi a bit of a sit down and made it 7 points apiece. Pretty tight. Riccitelli's try over in the corner seems to be pretty consistent with the way we see the Hurricanes play. They like to have Dane Coles or Almua out there on the wing causing havoc, and Riccitelli did the stand-in role for that one. So along with the two Rayasi tries in the first half, it was looking pretty bad for the Chiefs at half-time. Remember, they had been on a really long losing streak, although they had more possession, more territory, more run meters, but key also more penalties conceded in that first half. It looked like they had scored a try early in the second half of the Chiefs, but there was a double movement. I think it was D-Mac on his knees, right? But they did manage to get a quick fire double through Tia, and then Weber, D-Mac on the counter attack. That was proper Chiefs counter attacking, exciting rugby. That's what they're known for. They got a maul try on 66 through Akoi from a 5 metre line out. Although Geordie Barrett missed one penalty miles wide because it was like too easy for him, but then he kicked the later one and nailed it, which was probably maybe the harder kick to make it 29-28. Proper, last 5 minutes drama, but it was the Chiefs who managed to get the final play through Jacobson after about 9 phases. I think it was Akoi who passed it to him. It was good game. I think Artie went to try like a captain's referral at one point, but it was too late. And D-Mac missed a penalty wide late, but overall, hell of a comeback from the Chiefs. You can't be unhappy with that performance, despite the fact he went down and might have been a bit of a blood pressure one. They finished with 478 run meters to 352, so pretty good. More possession, more territory. The Chiefs, more defenders beaten, fewer turnovers conceded. One more penalty conceded. The penalty count was pretty low, only 19 in the whole game, 10-9. Some games recently we've seen, the Blues conceded like 15 or something in their game. So, Karifi finishes with 13 out of 16 tackles. D-Mac has 3 defenders beaten, 79 run meters. Sam Cane continues to be a tackling machine, 13 out of 13 tackles. Is this the revival of the Chiefs? We'll have to wait and see. But they've been doing the reverse a wee bit, getting out in front and then conceding that lead. They've managed to do it to somebody else for a change, which is probably a good thing for them. But congrats to them. The Chiefs have got the Blues next week at home in Hamilton. The Hurricanes will travel away to play the Highlanders, who will be coming off the bye and no doubt pretty tough. Blues against the Crusaders. I don't know how much I can say about this one. It was pretty painful as a Blues fan. The lead changed a few times. The Blues kicked the first penalty. Goodhue got a good try, which was a bit of a soft penalty conceded from the Blues for a bit of obstruction. But yeah, there's a huge phase where the Blues would win a scrum penalty and then go for another scrum, and the Crusaders won a scrum penalty. Cody Taylor pushed someone in the face, reversed, scrum penalty again to the Blues, and then the Blues scrum again, and they get penalised. So there's a scrum penalty for the Crusaders. Crusaders managed to get out without conceding any points. Gibson gets a try, gets referees challenged, or captain's challenged, but it actually turns out the pass is not forward. Taylor gets a try. Like I said, he was fired up. He clearly doesn't like the Blues. Blues dominate a lot of the stats at halftime, but it doesn't feel like they've been dominant on the field itself. They go into the break behind. The Blues' tackling percentage is pretty poor, and that continues throughout the game, to be fair. All the other stats, they seem to be pretty sweet. But if you can't defend, it's not worth a damn. Second half, the Blues actually did get a try through Eklund. He got 2, but the Crusaders just kept the scoreboard ticking over with penalties, eh? And the Blues were the ones under the kind of yellow card warning after conceding too many penalties. Eklund got a second one. Like I mentioned, he's 1 metre out against 2 backs, so he's bound to get one from there. But then Eklund, with like a moment of madness, he suplexes Sevu Reece. Like after Reece has just given away a penalty for knocking a guy in the air, he legit like WWE suplexed him. It's like, what the hell? He's lucky he only got... Was he only get penalised for that one, eh? The reversed penalty. That was a miracle that he didn't get anything more. But then it's Mo'unga's try, which is where he beats Eklund for the try anyway. So it's like Eklund goes from kind of hero with the 2 tries to 0, giving away a penalty and then conceding a try moments later. So, yeah, Crusaders 26-20. At that point, it's looking pretty tough. So Tutu gets a try to maybe bring it back to game on. But then Tu'ungafasi gets a yellow card for his... clear out on Scott Barrett, and then Reece puts the game beyond any doubt, if there was ever any doubt, on 78. Makes it look like a proper hiding. Maybe not a proper hiding, a bit of a hiding, man. Possession 61-39, 59-41 is the territory to the Blues. Blues goal kicking, which I suggested in the preview was a strength, becomes a weakness. They only hit 60%. Crusaders, which goal kicking has been a bit dodgy, they come to Eden Park, kick it at 100%. Mo'unga was on fire. Blues tackle percentage is 79, and that's a recipe for disaster against the Crusaders. The Crusaders are at a pretty bloody good 87. Crusaders concede fewer penalties than the Blues. Remember, the Crusaders have been criticised for being a poorly disciplined team. They have 13 penalties conceded, the Blues 15. Sevu Reece did an impression of Rico's try celebration to the Eden Park crowd. So, if nothing else, apparently there's a bit of bad blood still between the Blues and the Crusaders. There's a bit of feeling. I thought maybe that's gone because the Crusaders have got such a long winning record over us. Maybe it's because the Blues have been coming up and the Crusaders were keen just to slap the Blues back down. I don't know. Plummer misses 3 tackles, which is a wee bit concerning seeing he only made 3. Rico beats 5 defenders. He looked all right. Taylor makes 13 from 13. Will Jordan beats 4 defenders and just looks overall very, very dangerous. Crusaders are still top of the log. 4 from 4. The Blues are still second despite the loss with 2-1 record. But yeah, the Crusaders go on to the bye next, and the Blues are away to the Chiefs. So that will definitely be a tough old game for the Blues. You guys let me know your thoughts. What did you reckon about the games at the weekend? That one was a better watch for me as a neutral, but I'm sure Crusaders fans enjoyed that one quite a lot. Anyway, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.